Welcome back, Go Buy's Garage. Uh, well, we got a couple things in. Still waiting 3 more days for a couple more parts for the ZR900. And yep, we got. Oh, I got the new seat cover. So we'll attempt this. The new rope came. Bunch of other stuff. I don't need this. But I might just do this every couple of years to be safe. Or at least keep it long so I can tie it around the old primary clutch. Give her a whirl and lose my hand. Whatever. So I went ahead, I can weld that heat exchanger cooling plate. Maybe that's what they call it, I think. I've been digging around a little bit. So I got some aluminum brazing rods here. I'm just going to use my oxyacetylene torch to fix that hole. But I bought the wrong flux. It's the only flux they had. And it's like, oh, it's great for brazing anything. No, it's not. Because it would never liquefy before the aluminum would. So this is for like brass, bronze, whatever. So I got the aluminum stuff coming in the mail. Nobody has it. Go figure. So we're gonna attack this seat. There's no reason I can not get this done. We can keep moving here. I got things to do. So let's get going. Good time for intro now. So a good idea to start. Let's succulate the gas out of this thing. I really need to buy a transfer pump, but I guess this still works the old-fashioned way. Maybe not, I'll get too good at it. No, I ain't got none in my mouth, but I got some fumes, so if I get a little whirly bird on you guys, you know why. So we'll drain this out. We got 2 bolts in the back, some hoses for the gas tank in the front, a couple wires. Hopefully we can scooch this out, rip that thing all off. Fortunately, I looked everywhere. I don't have the cool red Arctic Cat here on the back, like you can maybe see in the distance here. They just don't make them. I guess the green and black were more popular. Red and black, not so much. I can get an orangey one, but I don't think that would fit either. So let's start cranking away. We'll try to unhook tail lights right in the middle here. Looks like just a standard. Yeah, just like it's only a 3-pin, but like a standard 4-pin little trailer light. I'll see how much of this I gotta unhook. I'm really not sure. Got my daughter's headers. The box is propping up the gas tank. Woo! So here there was a couple torque screws. Get these out of the way. Ish. I don't feel like I'm doing the key. But maybe. And then the only hookup I got here is for the fuel line, right to the rail. Come on, W. So maybe I got her. Who knows? Do have some gas still in it. I think we'll be alright. So I, instead of playing around with that little bit of gas, I filled up the dirt bike and the 2 road bikes. I was spilling everywhere, and I know I get a little loopy in here, but anyways, I took 2 screws out there. There must be a plate that slides in between the gas tank, whatever. We'll find that out. We'll start ripping some staples here and disconnecting this tail light. See where we're at. Ow! Things gonna poke. Ow! There's 2 more screws. So there's 4 screws. That hold. Come on down here. This darn thing, I swear to God. That hold this additional plastic on. Sorry for this fan. It is negative 9,000 degrees outside. And my garage probably isn't the best insulated. Probably could get a big screwdriver. Everything on here is long. Boy, I never said that reupholstery is fun. But you wrestle around with it, you eventually get it. We got our foam out. It's not the best, but it's there. We got a little, see, this is what happens when you leave them uncovered. It's got a little pit here, but that's okay. Another year, you might have had some big, the foam would have been really gone. You know, I got some underwear that looked like this before Christmas. We're good now. So let's get on throwing that that new seat on, so I'll try to get some better views throwing her, stretching, arm wrestling. We got a couple more staples to pull out of here. We'll get that all back together. Hopefully my flex come in and my other parts can come in here real soon so we can get welding that heat plate, cooling plate thingamajigger, and just get this thing done. We're back. We're gonna wrestle this new seat cover on. Fortunately, the weld job on the heat exchanger didn't work. It's already been welded on, this and that. It has other ones, so I think down the road I might just add one to it. We'll see what happens there. So we're just gonna bypass it again. So my favorite thing, upholstery. Let's knock that out. I just got it started, and now this has those straps go through the seat to keep this down, otherwise she'd be flapping in the wind. The rod that was in there is pretty much non-existent, so I got this aluminum strip. We're gonna try this. Maybe it'll last, hopefully. This don't bend under the stretch, but it seems just as strong. So we'll try to poke, and you can see the marks right here where the old one is. I think I'll be able to bend this around just like that. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I should get a hook. Thing with a hook besides my finger. There we go. Woo! Well, let's see what we got. Woohoo, take a look. She'll smooth it out once she stretches in place and all this, but other than that, not too shabby. That's a little more than I wish. But like I said, they sink into place after a little bit. So I think we can slap this on there. Get somewhere, get this sucker done. I'll tell you what, there's no snow. It was just 50 here the other day. and the week before that was 0 and negative like 10. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Everything's all messed up, but we still got a couple months maybe. For the tail lips, I heated up a screwdriver and melted a hole instead of cutting or poking. Took a little bit longer to get everything that I needed for this old girl. Found out a couple more bogey wheels gone. And it was cold. I think the phone might be done updating for the 3rd time. I don't know, maybe just hang out, see what happens in the next 30 seconds, because once I get started, it's just gonna go whoop. So, we're back. We got things welded up. We got our parts. Everything should. Maybe I shouldn't say that. There's always something. But I think we're good. I got the diamond drive cleaned out. They're supposed to, I don't know, they say they're picky. Flush them, clean them every year, but I do that. It's a job, kinda, but I do it. I don't know if it's more work to just blow her up, get a new one, but whatever. We got her here. She's ready to, I didn't clean the outside, but she's ready to percolate. I probably don't have this in any good way, but we'll find out. Nope. Now we'll get ready to throw this in. I'm gonna clean a little bit this up wire wheel. We're gonna anti-seize the living bejesus out of this, just to make sure. You don't want this stuff to lock up on you. So we'll get the track slid on there, this in there. Slide it in. We'll get our diamond drive then slid in, and we'll lock this nut up again. So at least we'll get all that buttoned up here real quick. It should go real easy. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, maybe not. I have an idea. Every time. So yeah, it's almost a quarter clockwise now, tightening. And of course, there's a little set screw. I got that way up top. So I'm gonna rotate her around. I guess I'm gonna try squirting a little grease in there too, because we got grease right there. Yep. Ooh. There we go. We'll get this little set screw. Hey, that's perfect too for you guys right there. Where'd I put that now? Ow. Hey, I found it. Here. I'm gonna drop it though. Watch. You just watch. Oh, wrong way, dummy. Get that good and tight so you'll never get it out again. Oh, that's my Allen key. Junk. So, I think we got all that business done. I guess what I'll do, what will I do? I guess let's put everything back together up top for all the drive, and now we're gonna get to business on the suspension. Skid. What do you? I don't know the names of these things. Yeah, let's do that. So we're just throwing these back on for the dive and drive. So this is my phone, the one that took a ride down the mountain. It does kind of whatever it wants, and there's only parts of the screen you can touch. Try this again. There we go. We're just putting these little nuts on here. So I'll be back after that. We'll start putting the brakes together. Yee-haw. Now I apologize for you guys here. Not much room or light. But that spacer and the rotor, I already put the pad. I already put the pad on. I'm gonna beat that nut on. I don't know how tight, but we want that tight. We're just throwing the other half of the caliper on. Now there's an O-ring because this transfers the fluid from this side to the other for the piston. Don't lose that. There is no room in here. I swear to God. Good. Grand. And now we got this bracket here for speedometer. So I'll get that figured out, throw this on. Should be in business. Now we're gonna bleed the brakes. I would assume just like any other vehicle. I've done it a couple times already, so I don't know if she's gonna shoot right in your face. Get to this the brakes first, you can set the brake to break this free, or a little more breakage. Bam! Well, we got this. Time to take some slides off. That bearing was just, I ended up cutting it off. It was a pain in the tuckus. But anyways, let's get these slides off. I already did one. Pretty easy. It's gonna cut to length. Right when I say it's easy. Joe. Hammers are my best friend with this project. So, I was talking to myself about 5 minutes. Anyways, we got the 2 front bolts in. You know, ratchet straps help you. I don't know if it was in the video. I lay this crossway on the track, so when I'm sliding the suspension and everything, it don't grab those darn lugs. So, anyways, I got the front 2 done. I just gotta throw the back 2 bolts in. I mean, that's about easy as it gets. So, let's see, I'm about out of memory on my phone. I need a recording device that I can use, because I don't even know how much I missed on that of this, but we'll find out. So, we'll get this zippy zooped and the walla lolly. And then we will get the seat going, so we get a gas tank. fire it up, get the track line. We are almost in business. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be bop bop bop. All if we get some snow. It's just been 0 degrees. -2. That's been our high, so yes. Well, there we go. She is sitting on her track again. Let me show you guys this. Whoo, dog. Got the new Ripper. Look at that sucker. 1.25 inches. It says it's good for everything. Trail, ditch, a little bit of the fluff. So, I'm gonna call her quits today. Late, dark, scary. So, let's get that seat covered tomorrow. Let's get the gas tank back on so we can get this fired back up and align the track. I'm done with it. Hopefully for a couple of years, but let's not say too much. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, there we go. We got the seat on, and then it's only plug in for fuel pump. Yeah, it says fuel pump. And let's see, just the vent and fuel line, and then plug in for the tail lips. So we got that. I got to put the coolant lines back the way I have them, and just take that one out of the equation, that heat exchanger. So what a bummer. I'll get a new one. Stop trying to be a cheapskate. But anyways, so there's the new seat. Much better than the old one. She was ripping both spots. This will settle in and stuff. I'll give her some riding. It's too bad I can't find one with the cool, Arctic Cat. But, this old girl didn't have nothing left to her. I can only find the green ones. That wouldn't look too good with the red machine. Well, we're back. Got the seat down. So now I'm going to show you how to tighten the track up. So here, when you're jacked up, I'm not sure about all, but about 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch with 10 pounds, roughly, you can judge that. And you tighten these up, and then you need to get them somewhat equal. You'll run the track, and you'll see the distance between these lugs and the skis, and they'll be equal on both sides. So, kind of quick. I can show you right now, I guess. So, on this nut here, and watch that. See how it brings up? I need to back off my locking nut, but Kind of hard to do with camera, but see, and then you measure from there to there, and then I'll put like 10 pounds of pressure on it. So that's what you do there, and then you can also measure from your axle to a known point here on both sides, kind of get them equal. So I'll do that right now, and then I'll show you. I'll fire it up, spin it around. This track might be a little difficult. It's brand new, and from packaging, it got some really good humpies in it that you might see when I spin it. It really humps, and not in a good way, but maybe what we'll have to do is go take a couple trips. We'll keep an eye on it. Might have to do it again. So I got the track tension roughly where I like it. We're gonna fire it up. We didn't lock nothing in place yet, but I'm gonna see how it tracks. If it wants to move to one side or the other, and we'll be able to adjust that with the tension of the rear axle. So we'll figure that out. It's gonna get smoky. So now, I guess, let me bring it down. Come down here. So this is what I'll be talking about. From your slide to inside the slug, I got quite a bit. We'll go wander over here. It's not too bad. It's definitely going this way. So what we got to do, back to the other side here, there's going to be a bunch of this. So if we want the track to go this way, see, I can almost fit a whole finger in there. We'll just tighten this up just a hair. Just a smidge. Anyways, well, you get the idea. Put a little more. Woo! Back and forth. I think we're about there. I'm gonna try to do this without the camera. So I'll make sure I got that bed on or close, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be doing this again with the new track and with it being slightly lumped from packaging. And then we'll tighten the rear axle up. Don't forget the jam nuts on the tensioners. And then grab your rubber ducky. Well, there we go, folks. She's clean. I mostly wanted to do it because she took a trip down the trailer to the welding shop. And she was just covered in salt, and these will just start eating away like no other. So always wash them, spray them down at least. But she's still, I mean, for an old sled, I think it's 21 years old now. So one of these days, you know, I'm going to be taking these off, cleaning them up, I believe. Why not keep her nice? I think the really only damage I got is that, and that is nothing. That's from a dog chewing. I might have a couple little baby dots, but I try to keep her nice. And I got some scratches here. Who knows? Maybe I should keep a look at it and for stickers. Get them before they're not gone, and of course your big old boots. Taking that off, but otherwise, for a high mileage sled, she's pretty good shape. So, let her dry off, especially the clutches. She gets a little slippy when those are wet. And let's rip around a little bit. I can't do much. Like I said, I only got the heat exchangers running down the tunnel. I don't have the main one in the front. It never seemed to cause an issue when it's cold and you're in snow. I don't have none of that right now. Weird weather, but we'll be right back. Let's see what it does. And I'll try to find that strap, limiting strap deal, and hopefully we'll get that fixed. But I won't videotape that junk. It's pretty simple. Well, I didn't hammer on her too much. I got that eliminating strap broke, and I want to make sure everything's right first. And like I said, I got air bubbles, I believe, still in the coolant system. I don't want to torture it. So, anywho, it did all right. I'm on this dry. It's dry as could be, and it's pure sand here. I'll show you. She's looking pretty spiffy. I'll wax her up. She'll look even better yet, but not much. But we'll take a look here. She definitely launches better. Maybe if I got on a groom track hard, but this is just, I mean, it's sand. It's pretty slippery, and then it's frozen underneath, so I don't know. But I guess I could give you guys a tour of the soon to be really fun stuff. I really hope to get here soon, and maybe this will make this channel a little better. I've just been doing a lake house and this, and just trying to get my stuff to keep going, but soon we'll get to these. So I got this old dandy. She's got a little dent right there. I already got some 20s for it. Yeah, dent here, but the door's all right. A little bit of rust here. I got a lowering kit. Gotta figure out power plant. It has a 350 in it now. But she's donezo. She runs, drives, but she smokes like the dickens. She's pretty clean. Not bad at all. Dirty, but clean. And I think you guys seen this. It's so trusty. She always runs and drives, but the gauges don't work. I started spending some time cleaning up the rims, the inner fender wells, brakes. I can't remember if I made a video or not. This little girl, soon. She's pretty clean too. Definitely has her flaws, but not bad. Little rocker stuff there. I guarantee I'm gonna be doing rear quarters. I had the big old flares on her one time. The other side I'll show you. She's got a couple holes in her, but otherwise I'm sure there's a couple more, but it's right there. It's not bad. And you wouldn't believe what I paid for this thing. I don't even want to tell you guys because you'd be upset. Pennies. Yeah. Someone's done some work to her before. I don't think that's factory. But both sides, not bad at all. I got a motor and some tranny for this. It's the one I gave my daughter. I think you guys might have seen sneak peeks of her motor. It's rough, but it's not. She's been redone once, but it's there. We can work with this. Of course, the wife's Jaguar that we repainted, she's ready to rock. That thing is unbelievable fast. It's a V8. And then, let's see what else we got here. Picked this up, couldn't say no to that. She's rough again, but not too rough. She's savable. I don't know what I want to do for a motor. She's a little, she's got some cancer, but enough a guy can fix her up. Maybe this will help. There we go. She's long. That thing's a nightmare. That's Buddy's truck. Has 460 in it. His truck I'm gonna be doing up. Unfortunately, I got whacked. First accident ever. Finally happened 20 some years after I got my license. At least with another person. This is the drivetrain that will be going into this. It's too bad this thing don't have a speck of rust. Nowhere. She is as clean as can be. So she's getting a Vortec. This one was also a California truck. This Nevada. She went upside down in the first winter came here, but I got the drivetrain. Got the old boat, and then my daughter picked up a BMW. She's got a hole the size of my fist in the oil pan, but she's gonna be ordering a new motor. That's pretty clean too. She got it free from her grandma. So these are all things that I will be potentially doing very shortly. Hopefully starting this year, we're gonna have a couple of these on the road. So get ready for some videos. I might be doing some wild stuff. Like I said, I got a drop for that. Figure out a motor. This just needs its gauges fixed. We got a motor for this, about ready. That I got a motor for. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with it. Do we just get it on the road for a moment, burn tires off, go step by step, or what? That truck I want for my tow rig and going to places. And then I got this. I guess this is, gotta share this. I got junk everywhere. She runs, but don't idle. I think it's wiring harness. Look at this beauty. Clean as a whistle. This is the cab. Not a dot, but so you guys finally got a little tour of the stuff coming up. Hopefully we can make some fun, cool videos. That's one I'm most excited for, obviously. Dream car, never thought I'd get it. Like I said, I paid pennies for it. Unbelievable. With title. So that will be going. I'm about ready just to put anything in it. Just to go. So thanks for watching. I think we got this good enough except for that one strap. I'm going to be playing with the suspension once I get some snow. Get her on the trail, see how I like to ride it. You play with those limiter straps, the front shock by those, everything makes a difference. So like I said, I'll be playing with it. Oh, and I got more stuff. I got a John Deere Model A that I'm making a G pistons into. You'll see that shortly. I got that one was parts, but I'm gonna get it going. I just wanted to make sure I could get the parts for my good one first, and then this Rambler. That's coming up probably next. I'm trying to, I don't know. Yep, here she is. Like I said, she's rust free too. Just beautiful little car here. So I will try to get some cool, finally some fun, off the wall videos to you guys. And thanks for watching. I will see you soon with the Rambler, I believe. So, toodaloo.